Yo, what is up? What is up? You already know it's the pre-snap read. It's a pre-snap read, guys, man. We in the SWAC Championship week. You already know what it is. You know your boy Ron. You know your boy already holding it down. He already holding it down this week, man. So what's up, guys? We back with another one. And y'all know I can't do the show by myself. I can never do the show by myself. But first thing first, man, I like to give a shout out to all the bros in the house. If you're a bro, holla at you, bro. This man went to Winston State. He from the Carolinas. Then he went to FAMU. Man, he's a cute doggy dog. You already know my boy Jerry Goodson.
Oh yeah.
Jerry Goodson.
What's up with it, man? Let's get it.
What's up? What's up? What's up? And you already know. I can't. I got another person on the show. She the lady of the pre-snap read. She hail from the boot. She hail from the boot of Louisiana. Get the get. She went to LSU. Then she went to FAMU. Then right now she at North Carolina Central. She about to be 3 degrees up. You know, if y'all need a lawyer, y'all need to holler at this girl right here because she gonna have everybody on good cases. She said Young Thugger mean everything for God. Or what I forgot what it was I said to her. She one of them lawyers that get you out of murder case. That's all I know. I'm talking about Robin McGee.
Oh my goodness. Now, Ron, you gonna have people calling me talking about something. Robin, I need
Hmm.
you out this friend. I need you. But
Yeah, we
you
need you, Robin.
have questions. Let's start with the questions first. But happy to be here. It's December. Y'all,
Yeah,
23 almost out of here, huh?
I know.
It
I
is.
know we're gonna have to do a big show on the 23.
Not you mobile,
23.
Jerry. On the road
Huh?
again. I said not you mobile. You doing a mobile show. I like that.
Mobile
Yeah,
show.
you know Jerry on the road with it. He said he gotta make sure some things straight on the road with it now.
In the
Hey,
mobile. I love that.
I'm coming
Yeah,
here
more than that.
live from Bragg Memorial Stadium. I'm just not leaving Bragg Memorial Stadium, guys.
Okay,
Love that.
okay,
You look like a real
okay.
law reporter. I like that.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this first time talking about Brad Moore Stadium. Tiger Woods was song with the golf team a couple of days ago. Yeah, that boy Tiger. You know, Jerry. I still got 3 years of eligibility left, so I'm still good now. I'm still good on my swing now.
Shout
Hey,
out to our friend Mia Campbell. She
shout out to
she
me.
works with the golf team. Dee, dee, dee.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. What kind of big improvement this is for FAMU, just to have Tiger Woods stop by, just to talk to the golf team, coach them up, do everything. For
Are there
both
pictures?
part,
Yeah.
hmm?
There's
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, let's let the world see it too. It's good to talk.
Okay, hold up. But what are y'all thoughts about this, and how do y'all feel about Tiger Woods coming to FAMU?
It's
so
amazing.
so what happened, man? He actually reached out. Like it's not like it's a tournament that he was hosting. He reached out and wanted to communicate, link up with our FAMU golfers, man.
That's dope.
I had talked to the golf coach last week about it. He was like, yeah, man, he reached out to me, man. He wanted to come and talk to the kids. All right, yeah, that'd be dope, man. Good idea and great exposure for them.
Guys.
Okay,
Now, did you
okay.
get to meet him, Jerry, while he was there?
I don't think he came to FAMU. It was they had traveled and met up with him. So
Oh, okay, okay.
it wasn't on
Okay.
campus.
Gotcha.
You know what? We just had a conversation about Tiger Woods and how like just a great role model he is, like just kind of how he's been interacting with his son, also golfing. Like if
Hmm.
y'all have ever seen how he's like he does the caddy and stuff for his son, and like he's at every competition coaching and things like that. So it's really dope to kind of have, you know, the players from FAMU get to experience that side of Tiger Woods, because Tiger Woods is GOAT, like period, when it comes to golf. You know,
Go
and I feel like a lot of people are quick to kind of, you know, jump on him with all of the things that he had going on in his life. But like you athletically, y'all can't touch this man, period. So I think FAMU's opportunity to see that side of his, like you said, Jerry, like his opportunity to talk with them, build them up, give them feedback, give them some tools that, of course, helped him in his career.
Right.
Um, that's that's amazing. That's like how we talked about like NFL players coming, to the football games or coming to practice or like interacting, like NBA players interacting with our basketball, so on and so forth. So, yeah, I love that. Yes, Tiger Woods. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
People
he should.
talk about his past, man, but people don't hold themselves to the same standard. We got to keep in mind these are actual human beings. Like we all
Correct.
make mistakes, so you
Correct.
can't hold yourself to a higher, hold him to a higher standard than you hold yourself.
That is factual.
Definitely, definitely. And that's cool that he reached out to FAMU. If FAMU didn't, like use a fan, hey, can, but that's cool that he reached out to FAMU and he actually came there and met up with them and got to conversate and talk. Because it's the little things that count. Because like those little lessons that he's teaching these young kids, it can go a lifetime. You can tell your great grandkids, oh, I talked to or I practiced with one of the best golfers in the world, one of the best African American golfers in the world. So that's just a testament just for Tiger Woods, and also a testament to FAMU for not denying him because some schools probably would deny him. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but let's be honest. What would it look like for that to get out? Because somebody somewhere is gonna be like, "Fam, you denied Tiger Woods coming to talk to the golf team." So now it's like a whole bigger situation that people are misconstruing. So I think if FAMU knows, just like any other school, knows what's best in a situation in this, you know, could be complexity. Don't do that, guys. Be for real. Be for real. Because it's like, come on now. Where are we going to separate the line between who Tiger Woods is as a professional versus the scandal that has been around him? Now, I understand that there are certain situations where, yeah, you got to, also look in the person's past and personal experiences, just because some of that just being, we can be what they pay associated with that. That's when
Right.
they real professional. We cannot be associated with that. That does not match our values, right?
That match our brand.
Hmm.
Right. It doesn't match our brand. But I think
Yeah.
Tiger Woods' situation, like even considering his past, a lot of that was like real personal scandal between relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
wasn't anything that I feel like could really bring a brand or university's image down. So I think that's probably why, FAMU, just like how any other school that has benefited from his presence, have looked at it. But to your point, Ron, sometimes it be like, no, we don't want y'all here because you're gonna bring in more conflict, and we ain't got time for that. So,
Yeah. I
Dog,
feel you. I
that
feel you.
picture, he looked kind of
Huh?
swole and working out.
Tiger Woods,
Yeah.
He look he yeah maybe he been eating some good food. You never know, man. Maybe he done got with the chocolate instead of the vanilla.
all
So
right,
to eat
Hey,
some food. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
Hey,
fine.
ain't on you.
well, once you go black, you can't go back. You know what I'm
He
saying? So hey,
is black. He just been
I mean, I'm talking about a black woman. Man. I'm talking about a black woman. Once you go,
we
shoot.
are top tier. I will. Look, I concur. Okay,
I concur.
Mhm.
I concur.
So what's up, Swagging the Fool? What's up, my guy? What's up? How you doing, man? I know you've been on hard times, my brother, but we gonna hold it down for you. We gonna hold it down for you,
Felt like that. What? Now I want to know
man.
what hard times.
Because his team was supposed to be setting up for the finale that was this week.
Who's his team?
Alcorn,
Oh,
Alcorn. Yeah, yeah.
so you
I had
remember
every
last week you said all corn. You remember that?
Alcorn,
No, all,
Alcorn.
They ate with
all.
It's
That's
Alcorn. I'm country, so it just well the way I see it, the way I pronounce it. Sure, you know what I'm saying. But hey, it is what it is.
he's funny. Not y'all supposed to be there right now. Bless your heart.
See there, that's what I'm saying. It hurt me too, bro. Just though it hurt me too. And
It
yes, my bad.
is.
All corn, all corn.
Mm.
all corn.
Oh,
You
corn.
know, yeah, all corn. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt me too because I wanted to see that game, bro. I wanted to see that game.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, but let's talk about the next topic, Robin. Shoot,
Look, former NFL pro in Houston, Texas, Andre Johnson is open about being head coach at TSU, at Texas Southern, or at Texas, or I mean Tennessee State. What we talking?
Texas Southern,
Okay,
Texas Southern.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So,
love a
so
good all pro NFL, having the experience of that professional environment, all of that catering into his expertise. I love that they are giving that effort to our HBCUs. It's giving what it needs to. Definitely.
mhm.
They can definitely, but just like, I mean, we have, of course, our Deion Sanders, but even the attention of Ed Reed. Now, granted, he's not with a university, but just the sliver of hope that he would have been connected, you know, it was
Sliver.
there. It was there because everybody was talking about it. So I think from a, marketing, a promotion, a brand, a building, finances, all of those things that cater into the economic growth for the university is huge when you have someone of that statue being, in the membership, being in the family, being a part of now that experience. Because I mean, he's probably gonna, if he decides to go, because I know he's still open, but that would be huge for both of them, I think, to have that experience. So I hope he
So
does.
so do y'all ever think it's a negative side to it? Like from the two extremes, we got, Deion Sanders at Jackson State, and then you have Ed Reed situation at Bethune-Cookman. I think both situations had extreme, well, not both, but one had extreme benefit and one did not benefit from. I think it almost kind of tainted the image of Bethune-Cookman. So do y'all think it's like a fine line of like, oh, we hire a celebrity?
I feel like this because first and foremost, you got to be honest, you got to be truthful, and you have to be open. VCU weren't honest, they weren't truthful, and they weren't open. That's how I feel about that. If you honest, truthful, and open, and say this was going on, this what it looked like. I know it may look like a trap house back here, but that's what it is. It may look like, but that's what it is. That's what we got. If you can help us rebuild this, then come on in. We can use all your resources. But if you hiding and keeping secrets and not letting people know what's really going on, then yeah, it's gonna be a hindrance. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. That's probably why a lot of HBCUs are like, no, I don't want that problem because they want to keep secrets. They want to gate guard, and they don't want their business out in the open. If you go ahead and clear your business out and let it be known like what's going on, if we having problems doing this, doing that, then it won't be no problem for these celebrity coaches for coming in easy and taking over the job.
And
I think, Ron, to your point too, and in answering your question, Jerry, like, yeah, it can be negative. You make it negative. You know what I mean? Like, to Ron, your point of when you are hiding the ball, when you are, essentially misrepresenting what people are trying to understand and agree with, like, yeah, that could easily be a situation where now once they find out or once they have been made privy to the situation, it's like, no, we don't want to mess with them, and I'm gonna let y'all know. I think the other side of it is, you know, to a point, Deion Sanders had some negativity because he left, right? So, like, because we all wanted him to stay. Of course, JSU wanted them to stay. Of course, everybody in the HBCU football community. Cool. But if we were to look at anybody else, we held them to a higher standard. And because we're holding these folks to a higher standard, then I think that's why there are extremes within the situation, extremely positive or can be extremely negative. I don't know if there's really a middle ground with these types of situations because again, the status, what they bring to the table, who they're going to, all of those things. So I think it's just if they want this thing to go smoothly, depending on, if Coach Johnson wants to take the opportunity, I think it's just all in how, again, you handle the situation, be honest, be true, right? But also like understand the status of the person that you are expecting to buy in to what you want, because they like, granted, he's open to it, but like Ed Reed's whole situation, like y'all messed me up. Like
Right.
y'all made it like y'all could have just said this. So hopefully TSU don't do that. If y'all got some stuff, just be honest. Like
Right.
Ron said, tell the truth.
And
But
Ron,
Tell the truth. What? Oh my God! Just want tell the truth. Stay in church. That's what my mom told me. Tell the truth. Stay in church.
kind of to piggyback or even to kind of go back to what you said, man, of hiding things. I think that is a issue in our community as a whole. Like, if you look at us through social media, how we try to portray ourselves, nobody puts their business on, like their flaws on Front Street. Like, all of our HBCUs always want to seem like we're perfect on the outside. Oh, this school is the number one in this, number two in this. But in all actuality, it's a fire going on behind the scenes. So I think that's a problem for everybody that we got, honestly.
I'm gonna push back on that, Jerry, because well, first and foremost, I think you're absolutely right. Right. Both of your points of like, yes, a lot of times they do try to, fabricate, right? But I think to that point is we are in such a crucial position being HBCUs, always being in that position of being overlooked. It's like, why add fuel to the fire to let you know I actually am struggling? If that makes sense. Like, it's almost like we try to put on this brave face so that we can be invited into these spaces that we really want to be in, because nobody is struggling the way that we're struggling. And a lot of the times, it's not our fault. We just black. Like,
We
simple as
just
Yeah.
that.
black.
Like,
Yeah.
no, that is like it's one of those situations that we've already been dealt, the least amount of cards or the weakest amount of cards or whatever. And so I think too, I can see both sides of like why they feel like they would. Because let's be honest, if you are an ex NFL player or, had the experience of going to a Power Five institution, has that, and you're open to the idea of coaching at HBCU, me and as an HBCU, I'm be like, oh, let me pull out everything I got so we can really get this man. Just like how we talked about recruiting, right? We want the biggest and the best because we know that's who we are going to try to attract to come over here. So just the thought of Andre Johnson saying, hey, I'm open to it. TSU is probably like, everybody code red. This man like us. Get out the best of the best. You wear your best suit that day. I only want the starting, 11 out there. I don't even want to talk to second straight. Like, it's just like those type of things I can understand, even though that may not be the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But to y'all's point, don't lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing
Yeah.
to just kind of like introduce, and there's another thing to just blatantly falsify. And I think that was the difference between like the whole Bethune situation and what TSU could avoid. So that's why I like.
Yeah. Then, it's like this, Rob. It's one thing to struggle and try to mask it up and try to, but it's just another thing just to lie and to be like,
Yeah,
oh, we had this and oh, we had that. So like that's my thing. If you're struggling, hey, we need help in this area right here. Now this area is all right, but this area we need help.
yeah,
Right.
We trying to go right down the middle. We ain't trying to go to no gutter balls. We trying to get the strike. That's what
Right.
we trying to do.
Yeah.
that is true.
And I think if we're talking about the two extremes, I think the median would be Eddie George. He's more of the
Mm,
median of the two, because he's not having the worst experience. I think he's actually bringing positive outlooks on positive insight to what TSU needs. So I think that's the more of the median guy if we want to look for one.
yeah, that is very true. That's a good comparison for sure.
Heck yeah. But man, shout out to Andre Johnson. I went to a Texas game last week, and he was there. He in the ring of honor as far as the
Is he also from
tech.
Texas?
I don't think so.
Because I know
Jerry, do you know?
Texans, but I didn't know if he was actually like
I
that's.
don't. I don't. I don't think. I don't think he's from there. I don't
Yeah,
think. I think he a Florida boy. I think.
Really?
I don't want to be wrong. I don't know. Robin, go ahead. Fact check us or somebody in comments with. I know somebody in comments probably knows something.
He
Feel
older,
me.
man. So we weren't looking up people back then when he was playing. We were just watching the game.
Either watching the game, watching their highlights. We really didn't
Right.
care where they were from. Yeah.
I feel like it's Atlanta.
Oh, drum roll, please. He is from Miami, Florida.
Ooh.
I told Florida boy.
Ooh, you hard, Ron.
Yeah. I think what Miami, Florida, and he went to University of Miami, right?
Yeah, he went to
Yeah. He was with Jeremy Shockey and them boys. Yeah. Now it's all coming back to me. He was with Jeremy Shockey and them boys. Yeah. So
Well,
yeah,
it's
shout
good
out.
to know also that he has some experience in a leadership role too, because I'm looking that he was the special advisor for the Texans. So, because I think that's another thing that plays into like their strengths when they're transitioning from like being a player and then coaching is like, do you even have some leadership experience? Because even though you can play the game, that don't mean you could teach it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, if he's in a leadership role, then he has some type of say in as far as the athletes they pick.
yeah,
So as far as the team they got right now, they're a pretty good team. They're a young team that's pretty good. So next year and the year after that, they're gonna be one of the teams that are gonna be in the playoffs, deep run in the playoffs.
right.
Definitely. Definitely. But shout out Texas Southern, shout out to Andre Johnson. We hope we can get that connection on and popping, man. Sure. Yeah, because the city gonna be popping out, man. Y'all might have to come down here. You know what
Oh,
I'm
understand.
saying? you know, you
Facts.
know what I'm saying?
Better
Yeah.
be a little
Sure.
Texas Southern game. Okay, now.
Exactly. But let's talk about the Bayou Classic, right? Yeah, the 50th Bayou Classic.
It's
Southern pulled it out, 27-22. This was Hugh Jackson's last game.
period. He out of there.
He said, "I'm out." He
No,
said he ain't.
he didn't say he out. They let that man go.
Yeah, we can talk about Ron. Talking about he
Yeah,
said
he
he ain't had no choice.
that story right now. They said
Nah.
we have let Mr. Jackson go. I'm sorry,
See,
Mr. Jackson.
you know what I think it was? It was one of them arguments where it was like, hey, you know what? You fired. I ain't fired. I quit.
I
It was probably
quit.
one of them arguments. Yeah, it was one
Nah,
of them.
I
Probably.
think it was that ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. We come to see
Oh!
football team, and you over here doing all this. I'm so
But
not surprised.
but my thing is this, Robin.
Here you go.
He only had about I don't think he had a good enough time with the team. I don't think he had a good enough time with the team. I mean, I may be wrong. Or maybe
He
this
had
is
the
just
same
my.
amount of time as Deion Sanders. Stop.
No, he had 3.
He had more time.
We talking. That's a COVID year.
No,
He had the same amount of time as
he had
Deion
3.
Sanders. Come on now.
His first team ain't his team. This team that he truly has, that's his team. Okay, I can get this
Right.
year. Last year really wasn't his team. Yeah, got to figure out the kinks. Gotta. I feel like I say this. I feel like he should have got one more year because the games he only lost games by what, a touchdown, field goal, certain close games that he needed. I understand those are the games you need to stay higher and win the game. But if you look at each game individual that he was close, it was only about a touchdown and field goal, man. But I
Hey,
mean, but I digress. I digress.
if you lose by 1 point or 100 points, it still goes down as a loss. And
Grambling.
and what
Good.
what I think the icing on the cake, dog,
Thank you.
the icing on the cake, Ron, was when they lost to Southern because he lost to an interim coach, and if I'm not mistaken, the interim coach was at Grambling. He was at Grambling before he came to Southern.
I don't know. That sound right.
Word on the street was they was already firing him. He was already out of there before the game. That was
Well,
word on the street.
here go me, and I wouldn't be surprised if that note because we have seen some of these administrators make some very, very important decisions very quickly. And it's like, y'all need to think about that.
But
I don't
but
know.
my thing is this, right? My thing is this. You fired him. You didn't like you fired him. So that means you have to pay him out. Okay, we gotta dish all this money to pay him out. Who you gonna get?
He was on his last
He
year
was
of
he
his
was the
contract.
he
I think.
they fired, but Jerry, as a contract, if you're fired, you still have to fulfill his payment of whatever date. It doesn't matter if it's till spring, you still have to fulfill those payments.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I
And,
mean, when it don't matter, you gonna fire him, you gonna fire him, right? If you fire him now, you got
oh,
more time to find a
And
coach.
I feel like if you fire,
but my thing, Jerry, is what like now you got to find the money.
Well, hell, the money gone anyway.
right, they already have a allocated for it because that's his salary. So what they paid him was already what they were going to pay him. They're just paying him ahead of time, and it's not like they making that money. That money is already set aside for
Already
his
gone.
salary. So all they did was just take it out the bank and give it to him. So if anything, now it's just a question of whether they're going to find somebody that they were paying him comparably, right? Or if he was going to pay, you know what I'm saying, whatever, if they want to go down a little bit so that they can get more stuff. I don't know. I don't know what their thing is. He only coached for 2 years. Coach was the coach of the Raiders and Cleveland Browns. The research he was bringing to Graham was great. You guys don't understand coaching. Okay,
Ha!
to that point, here's my question though. How much longer do you need, right? To become
That man. See, now I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, Robin, hold on. This dude must be from Grambling. Oh no, Robin, hold on. This dude must be from Grambling because I can tell the way he wrote it. He must be from Grambling.
He was
He must
hurt.
be from Grambling. Yeah, he hurt. He hurt right now. That's what that is.
no. But wait, he makes a good point because he wasn't there for a long time, considering his ability to bring resources, what have you. But that still doesn't negate the fact of what he was doing coaching wise for the team and how they kind of remained stagnant. So I think it goes just beyond the resources that you bring. You also competitively need to see a progress. And I think that we can collectively say Grambling was just like in this playing Tetris
So,
type of
so,
situation.
so
Great answer.
this is for this is for both of y'all. This is for both of y'all. If you have a head coach and he's doing great things, from what I heard, the boys ain't have a problem with him in the locker room. That's from what I heard. Everybody liked him in the locker room. All the coaches back for him.
Okay.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Grambling, if they have him, what if he went to the SWAC championship? What if he found like two more recruits that solidify the offensive line or solidify the defense and make it that way? Now you starting over from scratch, Robin. You starting all the way over from scratch.
I have a
No,
question.
you're
Do we
not.
but wait, did he do those things?
Mm. He had
I
to.
feel like the offense has gotten way better since he got there. That's number one. Defense, you're struggling with. But I can say the offense hasn't gotten way better since he got there. If the one thing, quarterback didn't throw an interception one game, they may be in the SWAT championship. They may be in the running for the SWAT championship for these next past couple of weeks. So like it's a fine line. It is really a fine line. Like you see the progress, but you don't. The progress ain't happening fast enough. That's what I see. They was like, oh, we want a popcorn progress. 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna get a popcorn progress.
See, here's my thing though, Ryan. I'm understanding what you're saying, but when Hugh Jackson got there, and he got there in December of 21, right? So he didn't even coach the team of that fall 21. So he had fall 22 and then this year, right? When he got onto this team, their record was 4-7. The first year of his coaching was 3-8. So he went down. But
But
then, okay, this year This year, he did better. He got 5 to 6. But I think at this point, Gremlin is like, I'm looking for somebody that at least your wins outweigh your losses. If I'm looking at it from an administrative point of view, taking into consideration the resources, and also you got to understand, like, we know our Black community. I'm looking at us, and I'm over there looking at them, and I'm like, damn, they, we still over here, and they,
FAMU.
That's beating them.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. We in Tallahassee. Florida State went 3-5 one year. Next year, they won 2 more games, and look what they're doing now. Back-to-back 10-win seasons. So you telling me that you'll see 2? No. Hold up, Jerry. This is just about coaching. This ain't about D1 D. This is literally just about coaching. So you mean to tell me you just see 2 years and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna give up on the coach?
No. If those 2 years, if you're not progressing, if you don't see progression, yes.
So he didn't progress at all. So y'all telling me he didn't progress at all?
I'm not saying that. I have already mentioned that he progressed from his first year to his second year, which was. But again, his first year was a regress from the year that he came into. And then your second year, while better than your first, it wasn't better than where he got in there. He has not made improvements from the team that they've seen. So I think, and again, this could be a lot of different factors, right? We don't know behind the scenes, and maybe this has nothing to do with his athletic ability to coach. Maybe it has to do with other things. Maybe he wanted some things that they could not afford. I don't know. But
listen, this is college. If you look at the NFL, they just fired a coach in his first year.
Didn't even make it out the gate.
So I ain't saying y'all, but so what they are looking for, they're looking for the popcorn effect. That's what y'all telling me that they want a popcorn effect.
No. I'm gonna do you one better, Ron. Let me explain something to you like this. And this, I'm not saying that this was a conversation that they had, but this goes back to the transparency and the honesty that you can produce, right? If you are an athletic director and you have a meeting with me, right? And you tell me, hey, this is what I want. I want a winning season. Period. I don't care how you do it. A winning season. And I tell you, Ron, don't worry about it, bro. I got you. My first year, losing season. We have a meeting again. Hey, you remember that conversation that I said that I wanted? This is why I'm hiring you, because this is what I'm needing. Okay, I got you. Next year. His second year, losing season. So, by the basis of that conversation alone, you have not met the standard that I've asked you to meet, because this is why I'm hiring you. It may not be fair, because I'm understanding you. I'm a coach. And if I only had 2 years to turn the team around, I'd be shitting bricks too. But my thing is, it's not just about the fairness of it, but it's also about the communication of the expectation of what I have, right? What I have for you as an athletic director or as a visionary or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think you got to take into that consideration. And yeah, Jerry, get out the dark.
Yeah, hey Josh, send Jerry a ring light. Josh, I know you got all those stuff in the back. Send Jerry a ring light, man.
Hey, Josh got everything, man. Josh
he said, Jerry, why you sitting in the dark? And guess what, Josh? The light on though.
Hey, tell him today the first. I had to pay the rent. I'm trying to get my money back right and save on these light bills.
If
you don't
Josh, send him a ring light, Josh, man. Josh, send him a ring light. But I don't know. This is what I think, Robin. I think our athletic directors and stuff like that needs to have a background in some type of sport. So they know the process. They should, but half of them don't.
Pause, friend, because now that opens the door to too many things, because you're saying she do have a background in one sport or a background all sports because
Not all sports, just some type of sport, just in general, as in like
So
you understand coaching, like
you
you
don't
understand the process of recruiting, you understand the process of getting played, you understand the process of how to build a team.
yeah, but understanding it and it being their job is two different things. They can understand how it works, but that's not their job to implement it. Their job is to oversee it.
dog. Listen, man.
See,
When you got teams that are turning their programs around in 1 year, that expectation gonna go across the board. Like, oh well, Jackson State did it. Why can't we do it? Like, if
that's Dion. You can't
when
you can't use
Willie
you
Willie
can't use
had the
that.
fan,
You can use Willie because Willie had 2 years. He had one okay year. Then he actually that next year he was turning the corner that next year. So like you can't use Dion.
I said, what when his first year, what was his record?
It was like 6-5 or five like 5 and something.
And then that next year was what? It was a big jump.
Well, I think it was it 9? He won 3 more games.
That's a
I
lot.
wouldn't say that.
9,
9,
I
6 to 9 is a
9
lot.
think
was their
That's a lot.
record 9-3.
Yeah.
9-3.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I
So
gotta look at it, dog. Like he not making the jump, and he's a celebrity hire. When you make celebrity hires, like they're supposed to turn the program around the same year. Like that next year, he's supposed to be bringing in recruits. That's how it works. And just because,
I understand that.
to me, it kind of reminds me of the conversation we had about with competition. Like this coach comes from the NFL. He's supposed to be able to have better coaching, get better athletes, all of that. But if you not, I don't think he's really had that much success in the NFL to even regard himself as like a great celebrity coach. Because if I'm not mistaken, at Cleveland, I don't think they won a game.
Hmm.
So just because you come from the league, don't mean like you're the greatest coach in the world or you're better than coaches that are coaching at Division I ball.
Right. And also, like, it may have cost him a lot of money to implement what he wanted, and he not even giving nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be pissed too. I'd be like, all right, you just came in the office yesterday talking about you need this, that, and the third, some new uniforms, and da 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 da. And it's like, but man, we just want a winning season. Like,
Where's the return on my investment?
so like y'all got some good points. Like, I get it. Like you definitely need some time, but I don't know. You don't know what Gremlin wanted.
Let me ask you a question. I know a lot of people don't like talking about Dion, but how you feel about Dion probably won't get fired. Just I'm just saying. No, 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 no. It's just a question. It's just a question. How many years are you giving him to go to a bowl game?
What do you mean? How
Because
many?
we
No. That's not the same. That is not the same. Improving a team is one thing, but making it to a bowl game that everybody is at their best, like granted, it's definitely something we want for them to do, but that is a different type of factor of like, oh, this is going to make or break their job. If they had a winning season and they just didn't make it to the bowl game, I would give you more time for that because that lets me know, oh, you have the potential to do so, right?
And
But if that's I don't know, I would give more grace for something like that. So to answer your question, I would give more time than 2 years.
you got to give grace to because that program was winless, if I'm not mistaken, or one win. Like
yes, they were like 1-11.
That's a whole different situation. Was Grambling winless when he got there?
No.
Exactly.
okay.
I told you they were 4-7, and his first year was 3-8.
Exactly. So he went backwards while Dion took a team that was one. I don't even know what it was like 1 or 0. They had won one game. So this year they won how many?
I mean, even Jackson State, when he went to Jackson State was also not a losing team, right? They were like mid, right? But then they took them to a whole, like, weren't they undefeated that first season, right? Or damn near.
They were.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they lost one game. Yeah, they lost that one game.
And then I know the second year they were undefeated.
Who they lose?
Yeah. They lost to a team by a touchdown his first year. It was a FCS team. I remember that game.
You said an FBS?
FCS.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it was a close game. It was a close game. But talking about games, Robin, I know you're gonna hate this game, but we gotta talk about it.
What
We
game?
gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it.
You know, I'm not mad, to be honest with
I'm mad. I'm pissed.
you.
I'm pissed off too.
You know why I'm not mad? Because since Howard, I think their mindsets have not been where it should be. So I'm like, I'm not, and I'm saying I'm not mad, not to say that I'm not disappointed, of course, but
It's the FCS.
oh, thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
looking at it from a perspective of like, okay, I don't know where y'all heads are and where y'all's motivation is. And sometimes this is more mental than an actual physical game. And I cannot stress enough how important it is for all athletes, depending on not even depending, it don't matter. If you are a collegiate athlete, y'all need to be training mentally just as much as y'all train physically. And I think mentally, they were not there.
Robin, I said that because this how the game was, Robin. They were up. They were up. I was like, oh, these boys about to put it on them. Oh, okay. But next thing you know, Richard went out. I was like, okay, you gonna bring the white boy in? He pretty good. He know what to do. I understand it's a big game. He kind of looked flustered. Then it kind of got to a close game at halftime. So I'm like, okay, cool. Richard came back. Richard came back in the second half. So I'm like, okay, cool. I feel like they didn't change up none of the offense. They did not change up none of the offense. They weren't methodical. They didn't do no type of. They did the same exact thing, and I'm like, bruh, like, what are y'all doing? Y'all did like y'all know y'all was gonna get into a dogfight in the second half. Why didn't y'all try to change up the offense or make it look different? You can still run the same route concepts, just line up in different formations.
Yeah.
Throw them off a little bit. They didn't do nothing on offense to surprise them or make them back off or nothing. So like, oh, y'all gonna keep running the same plays? Okay, then we just gonna stay in the same defense.
Yeah.
And that's what made me mad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't play the best that they could.
I was disappointed because I think Central is a better team than them. I think Central is a better team than Howard. I think Central is a better team than a lot of teams. Both teams, well, not UCLA, but both teams that are left on that bracket, I think they're better than Albany.
Yeah, like they just lit like this is my thing, Robbie. If you a coach, if you coach like that, if you know coaching like okay, they stopping the three and out, three and out, three and out, three and out. Okay, now we need time. We need to do something. We need to have a come to Jesus moment because it was just weird. They just looked flat in the second half. They didn't look like they wanted to be there. Like you said, Robin. Like the first half, they wanted to be there. The second half, they was like, nah, I'm good. Like I just don't know what happened. It just went down the hill.
And it's so crazy because they go into the third quarter leading. Like it's not like they losing, they were leading. So you just maintain momentum. But that's why I said I think it was way more mental than anything. I think I don't know what they had going on, but it wasn't what it needed to be.
So I mean, if they go into the third quarter leading, why would you want to change, your game plan?
Because you're going three and out every time, Jerry.
I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how it played out.
Yeah, you going three and out every time. Like there's no reason for you to go three and out, three and out, three and out, three and out. Now you looking in fourth quarter and they scored 21 unanswered points.
Oh, so Richmond was down by that much.
They were down, so they went in 20-14. That was into the third quarter. The third quarter, Central didn't score anything, but Richmond has scored 14. So now they're leading, right? Going into the fourth quarter, and then Richmond just took off. Scored 21 points in the fourth quarter, while Central only scored 7.
Yeah. I think sometimes you go in the game with a script of what you want to do, and then when it's kind of blocked or it's not working, it's like, damn, I don't know what to do because we've been planning for this all week, doing these plays to prep for this all week, and it's not working.
Yeah.
But Jerry, if you a coach, you post that I understand you're supposed to go on the script. Okay, this is the script we have. This is what we're gonna do. But then it comes to like, okay, now it's time to change it up. Now it's time to they done figure it out. We done had three and outs. Not one, not two, but we couldn't even get a first down in three tries when our offense was on the field. Like something got to change, bro. Like you playing like there, you playing bad. You
But
got to
no,
you gonna change it up, bro.
at,
It ain't that hard.
at the same time though, you got to think, bro, because sometimes you'll do a 3 and out and it won't be your fault. Sometimes you'll do a 3 and out and it'll be on the player, like they're not executing properly.
I mean, granted that's true, but it's some plays in your playbook where you gotta be like, oh, I know this play will work right here, and it's in your back pocket. You supposed to at least have like 10 of them plays that you know that you'll pull out your pocket and be like, okay, this worked.
What if he was
Okay, I
learning
know this worked.
when they kept getting stopped over and over?
well, guess what? Guess what they need to do? They need to do what Prime do. Hey, sir. See you next year. Oh no, not see you next year. I will not see you. I'm hiring a new
No,
office
I
boy.
will not see you.
Don't
Yeah,
call us, we'll call you.
Look,
yeah. Don't
okay.
call us. We'll call you. God dang it. Shoot.
Yeah. All right.
And but that is true. That is true. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. But still, you gotta have some plays in your back pocket to be like, okay, we know we're gonna get a first down with this, or we know we're gonna get 5 yards. We know we can get 5 yards with this play if we come in 5 yards. Now third and second, or third or second down looking more comfortable now to your offense instead of third and 10 or third and 12.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that.
heck yeah. But shout out to Richmond, man. Shout out to Richmond. They pulled it out. But shout out to them Eagles. Shout out to Robin School, man. Robin, you got anything to say to them boys that they watching?
You know, I love them. They always gonna be my Eagles, and we got look, we got another time. We could do it again. Do it better.
Mm,
You know,
okay.
get
Okay,
some rest.
okay, cool.
Don't take your
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
Go to
So
finals.
exactly. Jerry, this is your topic right here. I did this for you, man, because you know a lot of ins and out about the transfer portal. Transfer portal is out and it's among us.
We got a
People can,
PhD in the transfer portal.
yeah, people can go and people can come.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Got
so,
it.
so, so, but transfer portal. We saw two big names hop in the transfer portal this week, Mr. Andrew Body and the
Mm-hmm.
one and only can catch a cold Keyshawn Johnson. That's his new nickname. He can catch a cold Keyshawn Johnson. I like that. He can catch a cold Keyshawn. Yeah, I like
All
that. I
right.
like that. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
I know that's
Shoot.
right.
But Jerry, so transfer portal, what things are you looking for when players jump in the transfer portal? What things are you staying away from? Green flags or red flags, Jerry? We first we're going to red flags, Jerry. When you see a player jump in the transfer portal and you look at his resume, well, what's some red flags when you see his resume when you jump in the transfer portal?
Number one red flag. This
Yeah.
guy done been to 4 or 5 different schools. That's the number one red flag. We call him a jumper. He jumps from school to school to school. So
So basically, in streets terms, he a hoe.
no commitment.
No commitment.
Anybody.
Uh-uh.
But really,
I bet
what
it was
this
a Rolling
shows,
Stone.
if a player has not been able to find success at any like 4 or 5 different schools, it's probably not the program, it's probably the player.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the number one thing I see a lot, man. This dude been to 4 or 5 schools. He's 6'8", 255, play linebacker, but he been to 4 or 5 schools. It's an issue.
Do you find it a common practice, Jerry, that coaches would communicate with the coaching staff from the school they're transferring from to get like more information about the athletes? Like, is that something that is of common practice, or is it like frowned upon? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they'll reach out, especially if they got a relationship and they're not playing each other.
Right.
You playing a SWAC school, I'm pretty sure some of them they're not going to
Right.
answer. Like especially
Right.
like Keyshawn, I'm sure some schools, like let's say he tried to go Alabama A&M if
Keyshawn,
hey
you know,
if
Keyshawn.
they go to
Don't get this man caught up. Put it down,
I ain't
guys.
get. Hold on. I ain't get. Hey, Jerry ain't saying nothing. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Keyshawn, you know where to come if you want to win. Andrew, you know where to come if you want to win.
I ain't gonna say
Wait,
much.
you think it's
I
a good idea
know
for Andrew Body to come with Musa?
what you say?
Musa gonna be gone.
Oh, he's gonna be gone. He's graduating this
Yeah,
year.
yeah. Musa
Yeah.
gonna be
Or-
gone. Shout out.
Musa done got a degree from about 3 different schools.
I know that's
Yeah,
right.
he like you. He 3 degreed up. You know.
Yeah, but that's the first red flag. The second red flag, let's see. If you cannot get in contact with the coaches or get in contact with somebody as a reference, that's a red flag too.
Mm,
Um, and if you look at their eligibility and it's like their like as far as their credits, their transfer credits, if they don't
hmm
have a lot of credits coming over, like they don't have all that stuff already lined up, their progress towards degree, they can't meet those increments, and then that's gonna
Yeah.
be trouble getting them eligible to play. We
Now,
see
once you enter into the transfer portal, you're not able to take yourself out, right?
you can get out if you
Okay.
Hmm.
If you
um
want to get out, you just remain at the school that you're at.
yeah. I mean, what
Okay.
you'll say it's a whole process, but if you look at Isaiah Land did that. Isaiah Land, Kamari Stevens, he jumped in and came back out, and he emailed me say, hey, "Can you take me out the portal?" It's just that simple as that. Uh,
hmm
because sometimes you get in, it's like, dang, like it's almost I call it institutional dating. That's
Yeah.
what. So you get in there, it's like you with a girl, y'all break up. I'm trying to see what I can get. I'm out here in the streets. I ain't really found no girl that's better. Shoot, let me
Yeah.
call her back up and
Yeah.
get back with my old ex girl.
Right.
Coming back like a lost puppy that done lost
Right.
the toy.
I'm coming home, baby.
Because you know why I asked that? Because with our conversation of Andrew, not Andrew, Andre Johnson going to
Texas Southern.
TSU, yeah, and with Andrew Body, potentially leaving. Of course, we would want him to be successful anywhere he goes, but like, I wonder what that would look like if they decide to hire Andre and be like, that could be a good look for Andrew to stay. So I was just wondering if that was even likely,
Yeah,
but
I mean, really, he can withdraw at any point as long as he's not signed to another institution. He can stay at Texas Southern. But I
guys,
feel like I feel like he's leaving.
got you.
Yeah. Any more red flags, Jay? Any more red flags?
Any other red flags? I think that's the main two that kind of stand out. It's some other ones that you'll see, man, here and there. Another,
He said lack of videotape, lack of tape on the athlete.
from a coaching standpoint, yeah. A lot of guys, I do notice a lot of guys are putting their practice tape on, but honestly, I don't see that as an issue because most people that get into the portal is because they're not getting playing time. If you look at the majority of people that get into the portal, they're the number 2 guy, number 3 guy. They're not the number 1 guy for the most part. Number ones usually are that guy at their school. Only time they get into the portal is to kind of move up to a better program to give their exposure. But most of the time it's 2 guys, number 2 that's not getting the playing time they think he deserves, number 3 guys. So you'll have a lot of practice film. Some people say it's a red flag. I don't think that's really a red flag though.
Okay,
Now, what
okay.
advice? I was gonna ask Jerry, what advice would you give players who are contemplating entering into the transfer portal?
Do your research because each institution has their different policies of how they control, athletes once they get into the portal. I know for some schools they cut your financial aid. Some schools they take you off the team. Some schools that you can't use like student athlete uh like study hall. You can't
Mm,
thing that student athletes use. So do your research before you get in. Don't just hop in and then you lose all access to all of that, and then you're gonna be up the creek without a paddle for the rest of the semester. And now you can't pass your classes. Now you can't get another scholarship to another institution. So I mean, do your research. I've seen kids that got into the portal and they lost their scholarship. They pulled their money, can't pay for school, and the kids got put off the team. So it's just do your research. I think it's better to kind of wait until you have a final decision. Like, yes, I want to leave, instead of in and kind of trying to choose then. But be aware of people trying to approach your players. That's some advice for coaches, other people that are on staff, because it goes on. They'll tell a guy, "Hey, man, if you come here, we'll give you an NIL," and that's tampering. You can't contact a player that's already on another team, right? Somewhere else, right. Like, and that's a red flag for me. Like, if a student athlete comes in and say, "Hey, yeah, I want to go here," like, how do you already know they want you to come there?
Right. How would you know that information if y'all didn't have a conversation?
Right.
Got you.
Okay, cool. Well, public service announcement for only Bridges on Top, from only this guy right here. Andrew, what's up with you? Miss Body, if you're watching this, how's the 7 years? I'm just saying,
One more thing too, man. Like, players, y'all got to look at these offenses, man, because Ron preaching, because a lot of these teams, man, I know some guys, man, that transferred, that play wide receiver, that transfer to schools that run the wing T offense. So what are you doing? Exactly. Like, go to a university that supports your style of play, supports your and supports your aspirations. So if you're a quarterback and you want to, throw for 6,000 yards, right. And you go to a system like, Willie Simmons' system. You go to a system like, let's see, you go to North Carolina Central. You go to any school, man, that has a higher record of passing yards.
Right.
So just and history of sending players in the NFL year after year after year. You know what I'm saying? Come to that school.
Right.
Come to the
and
school.
What school is that, Ron?
FAMU. I don't know about the other school, but I know about FAMU though.
I know that's right. Period.
We send the players to the NFL. I know that. I'm just saying. To the XFL too. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna keep playing football regardless. If you that good, then shoot. But yeah, But Miss Body, how you doing? Come to Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying?
Keyshawn Johnson. Hey, please.
Keyshawn Johnson. Keep trying to catch a cold. Come to Fairview. You can be the next X-Man, man. You know what I'm saying?
You need a commercial. I just need to you for a commercial.
I do.
And look, they need to play it at every official visit.
Yeah. But Robbie, you got to be my hype man. You got to be my hype man.
For sure.
Oh yeah. If you this how the commercial go. If you want to go to the NFL, Rob, where you gonna go?
To FAMU.
If you want to go to the SWAC Championship, where you want to go?
FAMU.
If you want to have a winning coach that's undefeated at home, where you want to go?
I got them FAMU.
Okay, that's all I gotta say, man. We strike again. So hey, yeah. Hold on, I got to shout out to my others. I got to shout out to my other school. South Carolina State, yeah, y'all.
I was thinking about South Carolina State as well. Y'all deserve.
Y'all do.
Buddy Pugh.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Pugh.
Shout out. Yeah, that's what I'm interested in seeing how well they're going to continue after Buddy Pugh go ahead and retire, because that's going to be great.
From what I heard, Ron, your old stomping ground, they trying to get that guy from there to go to South Carolina State at Benedict.
If he go there, they good, hands down.
Because they've been great this year.
It's not the. I wouldn't worry about the recruiting. I'll be more scared of the way he's coaching, because the way he's coaching, I don't like. I go play for him right now. I'll be like, "What's up, coach?" I'm with it because some of the pregame speeches I saw, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, he'll get you right."
But Ron, why would you say you scared in the way he's coaching?
Because coaches don't coach like that now.
Mm.
A lot of coaches. I say for me, from what I see, a lot of coaches don't like to put their speeches out there. A lot of coaches don't
Hmm.
like to show their emotions. He showed his emotions when he talked to his players.
Yeah.
He
And you feel
he, he
like
let it be
that's
known.
going to be taken advantage of, or like, where is your fear coming
Yeah,
from?
where's the fearfulness?
That my fear is for other coaches.
Mm.
Oh,
That's my fear for because when you see that man and he rallying up some troops like that, you better come with it. That's gonna be a long game. That's gonna be a
I feel like
long
that's a
game.
motivational type of fear. Like, step up, do your job.
True that.
yeah. Half of
True
the
that.
battle dog is getting your team motivated, dog. 'Cause a lot of
Yeah,
and some of these schools are evenly matched. They just got teams that are better coached and better motivated. They want to win more.
that is true.
True that. True that. True that. But a lot of motivation, a lot of wins. That's what it comes down to. But this is what it comes down to too. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
This what it comes down to. Robbie, you hear that?
Look, what am I?
You hear you hear that, Robbie?
Oh, I hear
What's
something.
that in the background?
I hear something. Turn it up.
What's that in the background?
Turn it.
What's that in the background, Robbie?
Is that
Yeah. What's that in the background?
look,
It's championship week. Hold on, That's what my. We in green mode. Hold up. We in green mode. We in green mode.
Oh, you the
Hold up.
Ron.
I don't love Jerry. Jerry said he had to leave. Jerry said this is the NCAA. This is the NCAA. Jerry had to leave. He said I can't take this no more. I can't. No, this is the Rattler review for SWAC Championship. I don't even care what y'all say. I'm green mode the whole time. Rather, I am in green mode the whole time. Sure, I'm talking about. We're gonna talk about Power Rangers, the Green Rangers.
Not the Green Ranger. I'm trying to figure out where did you get a green light?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Lord Jesus. Look, it's SWAC Championship week. It's pre-day. It's tomorrow.
Boy,
It is
Ron,
Yeah.
live.
you were going so crazy down here, but you kicked me out. What?
That's
My
what I'm saying.
phone.
I told you.
Internet.
This is something crazy going. Let me get out of here. They kicked me out.
I'm telling you, we in SWAT championship week. I'm in Green Ranger mode. I'm in Rattler mode right
I
now.
don't came
I'm in
back
Rattler
up on the
mode.
screen.
Okay.
I'm in Rattler mode right now. Shoot.
Rap
But
mode.
what's up, man? Yeah, Rattler mode. We back in it. But all fun and games to the side. Let's review this, man. PV, last time they went to FAMU, it was homecoming. FAMU 47-7, I think it was.
Mhm.
So, we know that games can be different when you play a team second time around.
Mhm.
It may not look the same. The other team may use that as bad blood or bulletin board material. So this game will be, I think, a lot different because when you play another team again, and when you play them second time around, you know what to look for. You know what they like to do. Like, oh, they like to pass to this person, so we're gonna double cover him. They like do this, so we're gonna. So so like Jay, how them boys feeling down there in Tallahassee, man?
Them boys feeling good, man. I'm thinking that they're fighting complacency. They're fighting, thinking that we already beat this team one time. It's gonna be the same team. They're fighting a lot of different emotions, man. But I do agree with you. It is hard to beat a team twice,
Mhm.
especially a well-coached team that knows his opponent, that knows the coach. So I think it's gonna be a lot closer than what it was before.
Okay, and Robin, like just from the PV side, like you get your ass whooped like you stole something. Then you coming back to the same place that you got your ass whooped. So what would you tell like how would you tell your team like hey what would you tell them, Robert? What would you tell them?
Well, first of all, I would just from a coach's perspective, that game is over. Whatever that game was, where we lost or whatever that situation, that's an old game. This is a new game, right? So to your point, it is very difficult to come back around and either get beat the same way or to even get beat at all. So I think what Prairie View needs to do, because it's not like Prairie View is going into this game, you know what I'm saying, without having to win. You know what I'm saying? They had to win to get to where they are, right? At some point in time, they had to. So clearly they know how to win a game. Use that same mindset and just multiply it because you are going against a team that knows how to win as well. And they're going to do anything in their power to make sure you are not that winner. And so I think it's just Prairie View just needs to play the game like they know how to play it, but just like don't hold back. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the game that they've already met FAMU at. Like this is a whole new experience. This is a whole new, everything else is not even the same as far as value. Like things are on the line here. So that's what I would tell them.
That's a different take, Rob, because I know like when I've going against teams that I've previously lost to, they always said, like, don't forget the feeling that you felt when they beat y'all, like how you felt, and make sure you don't feel that again. So it's a different take to say, all right, well, forget about that one. This is a fresh slate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a different take to look at it. I feel like that's a perspective that, Willie would have. Like that first game doesn't matter. Throw that out the heads. It's a whole new game. But I don't know. I feel like you get a little grit behind you, like when somebody done beat you up one time before.
Yeah. I think so too. To that point, like I would agree. I just know how sometimes I don't want that emotion to become desperation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm desperate to feel differently than what I felt before. So I think, everything in moderation, of course, is value. So yeah, feel, that motivation of being like, yeah, we don't want what happened to happen again. Of course, like you don't want to turn a blind eye to it. I just don't want them to fully focus on it. That's the only thing that matters to them.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me say a quick story because that kind of reminded me of a situation where I played. So back in 2013 at Winston, we played Virginia State for the conference championship. Well, we didn't play them, but we were supposed to play them. So what happened? The game got canceled because our quarterback got jumped at the banquet before the game happened, the day before. So
they playing that.
So the ESPN, it was on ESPN and everything. Quarterback Winston State got jumped, black eye. Like they canceled the football game, so it's no champion of 2013. If you look it up right now, it'll tell you no championship 2013. Fast forward 2014, we're playing Virginia State again, and we're like, we about to get them back. Like we about to come back. Like they ain't gonna jump my quarterback, not on my watch. Fast forward to the game, like we playing hard, we fighting, like we playing with grit, but we not executing because we so focused on that game that happened last year or the fight that happened last year. People getting flags and pushing after the play, and we ended up losing that game by a touchdown. So I think you have a lot of point in what you just said, Robin, and a lot of truth to it too. So I appreciate that that outlook on it.
Yeah, facts. That's crazy though. Not your quarterback getting jumped. I don't know.
I wasn't there. Hey, I was red shirted. I was at the crib.
That's wild.
So about to say, shoot, man, couldn't have been me because that's my quarterback. That's my quarterback, man.
Nah, Ryan gonna send a group text. We ride at dawn.
What? We ride it out, man. Boy, we ride it out. That yes, Robin, that is me. I don't care. We get the sprinter from Rent Center. We ride it out. Hey, we ride it out. Well, we pulling up on them boy like, hey, what's up with it? What a football team now. We here.
With a football team.
Yeah, walk in your trap. Take over your trap.
I know.
Walk in your trap. Take over your trap. So that's what we doing.
That boy Ron said he just gonna walk in there and say where the football team at.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
Follow me this way. It's back on the
This
right.
way.
Nah, tell him to come right here. I ain't going nowhere.
I know,
Nah,
right?
tell him to come right here. Shoot, nah. What's with it? Shoot, we ain't going nowhere with you, cuz. Shoot. But let's get this game breakdown, man. Let's get this game breakdown. Family, do not underestimate your opponent. I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory, but it can happen. It can happen. You can't underestimate your opponent thinking they're not up to par with you, and next thing you know, you in the dog fight in the fourth quarter. FAMU play all four quarters. We know what a team look. You know what FAMU look like when we play our four quarters. They're one of the best teams in HBCU when they play our four quarters. Put up 21 points. I feel like if FAMU always put up 21 points, they're most likely to win the game. That's how this whole season has been. Just be honest with you, the defense been doing their part. As long as the offense put up 21 points, we good. Play FAMU football. We all know how FAMU get when we in Tallahassee, in Brad Moore Stadium. We got the student station rocking. We got Sterling on the PA. He rocking with everybody. We got DJ Loose Kid. We got the big boy. And we got the Rattlers. And we got Venom and Miss Venom over there cutting the fool. And we got the band. So, like, play FAMU football. You have everything at your disposal to win the game. And defense will win you this game. I mean, I understand offense will put up 21 points, but sometimes it may come down to the last play of defense, which we have saw before at Bragg, Southern, Alabama State. Defense will win you the games. PV, this what you pull up there. Them plays in that back pocket, that deep in there that you ain't pulled out, that got dust on it. That's that time to pull them trick plays out. I'm talking about outside kick, fake punt.
Yeah,
I'm talking about fake field goal. I'm talking
on that, Ron, because it's like
you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing to lose.
They never seen before. You gotta shake them.
What? I'm talking
reverse.
What? I'm trying to throw the ball to the offensive lineman that's down the field that nobody didn't know about.
Like, don't
That's
get
what I'm
crazy
trying to do.
because family was smart. Okay, don't get crazy, but yeah,
Sure.
shake it up.
It's the reason why they don't run them plays every game now, Ron.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I say you got to dig the ones. I say you got to dig the ones with the cobwebs still on it. It's deep.
Right.
Oh yeah. This would be a good one right here. That's what you do.
Because that offensive lineman, he ain't called a pass all year.
But guess what, Jerry? Guess what? He been catching them in practice though, because you run them plays in practice, and you don't put them in the game at all, and you be like, this is the week to put this play in the game, and we gonna do it. So definitely do that if you PV. Do not turn the ball over. Everybody knows this. If you lose the turnover battle, 9 times out of 10, you will lose the game. Keep the defense on the field. I feel like this is a big key for Prairie View. If they keep FAMU defense on the field and get them tired and get them frustrated and get them, pass interference calls or flags on the defense, I think this will be their game if they keep that defense on the field. Keep defense on the field.
Hold on, Ron, I have a question. You saying keep FAMU's defense on the field or PV's?
Yes. Keep FAMU defense on the field.
Well, do you think that that's kind of counterintuitive because you're saying that FAMU's defense can win the game?
So this how this works, Robin. If you keep the defense on the field longer, they're going to get tired.
Okay.
They're going to get tired. They probably going to make some mental mistakes. Oh, 5-yard penalty here. Oh, passing interference over there. Them penalties add up. Them mental mistakes add up. And next thing you know, PV done scored a touchdown. Mm-hmm. And guess what? You've been on the field for 7 minutes. Yeah. 7 minutes is a long time on the field.
Right.
And you tired. Right. So, just try to manipulate that clock. Try to get them off balance. Do something. Okay. Come with revenge.
I feel it.
Come with revenge.
Yeah.
They y'all come in their house and they smacked you and took your bike. Now it's time to take your bike back.
Right.
So,
Okay, that's
so
what I need to know. They need to know that. They need to.
yeah, they definitely need to know that. Y'all got to come with it and take y'all bike back and take it to PV. So that. But shoot, Jerry, how you feeling? How you what's your score of the game, man? How you feeling? How you feeling?
I think it's gonna be a low scoring game, man. I'm thinking it's gonna be
Okay.
a lot way closer. We're playing in the weather. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I do see it being low scoring. I do see it being high turnover. So I'm going with a 21-14.
Wow, I was thinking 2013. That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
going
I'm saying,
2013. I do believe FAMU is gonna win.
Yep.
Just knowing the strength of FAMU's team.
Yep.
Um, but like you said, Jerry, I don't foresee it to be this overall like blowout.
No.
On either side, honestly. Even if Prairie View makes an upset, I don't foresee it. I think it's gonna be a fight tooth and nail um
about,
to the
about
end.
time we see a Prairie View fan.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
Everyone needs one.
She.
Hmm.
I pray for you, brother.
Look, we talking all this mess. So we saying, look.
Oh snap! My score, I say it's raining. It's raining. I say 28 to 14. I don't see that getting into a field goal type of game because it's going to be wet. You know, might slip, fumble, team running the other way. So I just say to 28 to 14. That's how I
That's
feel
fair.
about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got
Oh,
that.
sure. Sure. And so, but yeah, any shout outs I want to do? Any shout outs?
Of course, shout out to fam. Good luck tomorrow. Y'all got this.
Yeah.
Um, but no, shout out you know what? I'm gonna shout out to the students that are in finals. I know how y'all feel. So if y'all got finals this week or next week, y'all got this. Keep going. Mm-hmm.
28 to 7. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot low scoring. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think Ron was right when he said that 21 is the mark because number one defense in FCS, it's hard to score a lot of points on it. So I believe in them boys.
Heck yeah. So, shoot, Jerry, I know you got a lot of things going on. Tell people what you got going on, man.
Work, man. This working this game tomorrow. And then taking it one day at a time. And then after we get this win, man, I'm preparing for the Celebration Bowl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, why y'all be hiding? That's my thing. Why y'all be hiding? Y'all need to stop all that hiding. Just be out here. So be out here
Not just
on your school.
let them play their game how they gonna play their game, Ron.
No. Be
Let
out
them
here
play their game how
on
they
your school. Say it with chest. We in the SWAC championship. You supposed to say it with chest like that. We in the SWAC championship.
I don't think that they deny it. They
PV
just
Shoot, bro.
to themselves. That's all. You
Uh,
always gotta have a
they,
family member that's to themselves.
the soft spoken one in the corner.
PV been
Yeah.
talking
The
more.
one that you see him at the barbecue in the family reunions, but they just always be sitting down reading the book.
Where Rob? The barbecue.
The barbecue.
The barbecue.
The barbecue
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
well
family
that's that. Well, that accent came out real quick.
Barbecue.
at
Shoot,
the
that accent
barbecue
came out.
and the family reunion. Hello.
Shoot, that accent came out real quick.
Hey, Mr. Moore.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, but heck yeah. Oh shoot. Look, well, let me ask y'all this because I know this been a big controversy in the black world and the black thing. How do y'all feel about Keith Lee and all his reviews? So before we get
Yeah,
out of
who?
here.
You said Chief Keef?
Chief.
No, Keith Lee. Keith and his food reviews.
No, she didn't say no
Oh, I thought you said Chief
food
Keef. But
reviews.
Keith Lee in his food reviews,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know why that young man famous. I'm
He,
just
he's a UFC fighter, so he was famous before. Like he was.
oh, okay. I never knew. I just saw him started making videos about doing food reviews, but I don't really think nothing of it. I don't know. Is there some scandal going on? I haven't seen it.
Nah, because a lot of people been saying he been either helping black businesses or hurting black businesses. So I was just
Um,
like, what is your perspective of him, and is it hurting it? Is it helping? Because to me, I see more helping than anything.
Me too.
So
Me too. I think he's helping it, man. I mean, if anything, if your business is bad, he's still helping you because he's telling you the cold hard truth. So either
yeah,
you get your stuff together or you going out of business. It's
yeah.
bro, we got so many black businesses out here, man, that people want to support, but when it comes to customer service, when it comes to being professional, we lack in a lot of those areas, and that's coming from I have a black owned business in my family. Like we're known for that where I'm from. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the downfall in that in black business. We don't have customer service, professionalism. A lot of that stuff kind of goes out the drain. So when he's giving these reviews, if he's giving a bad review, he's helping you. He's helping you
Mm-hmm.
great. And if he gives you a good review, he's gonna bring business to your business. So I mean, it's a win-win, honestly.
well, here's another question because some people see it as like foul play because maybe you was getting business and now you ain't getting business no more because he went there and he said that these certain things wasn't up to par.
Well, get your stuff straight then.
I think to that
But
point.
go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
No. I was just in part. I'm agreeing with Jerry of like, if he's complaining about something that you can fix it, right? But I think also I'm a type of person that when you tell me anything about anybody else, I want to go see for myself, right? And I feel like if people are doing that kind of like same mentality of like, oh, let me check it out, and I'm also experiencing what you just told me about, then that's naturally going to mess up your business because I'm only validating what he said. And it's only true if y'all make it true. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like the that Keith is just out here doing blatant lies on things that didn't happen. It seems like he has his own experience and he's sharing with the world. And however way y'all take it. Because I mean that can be for anybody. Like I have great reviews on certain restaurants that certain people don't like, but I'm not gonna stop going because they don't like it.
Right.
So I think to that point of like, yeah, get your mess up, but like also if you know you got business, then capitalize on the business that you do have instead of worry about somebody, that one person that don't like your stuff. If anything, I would come back harder. I'll be like, hey, you know what? How about you come back and let's have a better experience? If I was in that business and he made a bad review about me, I would want him to come back because I don't want the last thing you say about me to be bad and you publicize it. If
Exactly.
anything, I'd be like, hey, let's run this back. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what I did wrong. Let me fix it. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I'm gonna make my own video because I'm gonna be like, hey, we invited the young man back. He didn't want to come, or he came and he had a great time, but now he lying. Like that's how you can capitalize on somebody that's talking bad about your business. And I feel like people they get too emotional. They be like, oh my God, they talk, come back. Come say it to my face. Let me know. That's
Exactly.
how I would do it.
And Ron, you got to look at it like this too, man. Like if he was just out here giving, positive, oh, this is a great restaurant. This is a great restaurant. How valid is his opinion? You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? If he just saying everything tastes good and you go there and it's not good, it's like, bro, I'm not gonna listen to him no more. He doesn't have a valid opinion.
right.
I understand that. I do understand that, but I feel like this. Like if it don't like, I feel like this. Just like your let's say a teacher moment. You go to the person in person and tell them that, hey, this is how I feel about your food. Then be like, hey, this what I do. I'm gonna tell people what it is, and like Robin, if you want me to come back, I'll come back in a day or two of time since I'm here. But but I feel like if he do it in person, kudos. I give more respect to him. But I feel like he just need to tell them in person instead of just on Instagram. That's just my only opinion. But everything else he do is cool. I love it.
I think the only thing about that though, Ron, is like it seems like our community is like, okay, you can publicize what's good about us. But if there's anything you don't like, don't talk about it. Just Just tell me. And I feel like that's counterintuitive in the society that we live in. We can't just hold your hand and sugarcoat just because you have
Mhm.
things to improve upon or things that we don't like. I should be able to express both equally. And then it's up to you to do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Because I would feel like as a customer who's watching videos and they only talk about the positive and I experience something negative, somebody was lying. Like now I feel upset. And so I as a consumer, but both as like as someone who is doing the critiquing, you got to have both. And that's just where we are, especially for Black businesses. Now, granted, I think delivery does matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that you should just throw people under the bus because you personally had a bad experience. And I don't think Keith really does that. I feel like whatever Keith does, I feel like he's very controlled in both environments, whether he like it or he don't like it, which I can respect. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, Rob. And at the same time, you also want to think about if I told you to come back 2 days later, who's the like say that I'm not just putting on a front for you.
mm,
This is not really how I conduct business. We're just gonna put on our best behavior for today. Kind of like
yeah,
when the principal came into your classroom as a student, everybody on the best behavior, but when she leave,
everybody.
yeah, everybody act up when she leave.
As
so
soon as
so
they shut the
so
door.
soon as he leave, I'm throwing up the paper with the ball and
Yeah,
dunking.
going crazy. Like,
Crazy.
It's true. Well, okay, I know I never did ask y'all about that in the chat, and I was like, man, let me ask these young people
Yeah,
how they feel
Kiki.
about these things. Yeah, she keep oh block bang bang. So, but Jerry, you gonna be at the game, however it turned out, man. Stay dry out there. Robin, I know you got
Finals.
finals. I about
Finals.
to say midterms, finals coming
Who
around.
knew?
Yeah, so but shoot, I really don't have. Oh well, I'm going to see FAMU girls play. They play Houston this weekend, so I'm
They're
going to see
playing
that.
Texas
Watch.
Southern.
No, they're playing Houston University of Houston.
Oh, okay. University of
Yeah,
Houston.
they play. Yeah. Oh, trust me. That when fam come to Texas, I'm coming. Come to PV, I'm coming. I'll be there,
Mm-hmm.
front and center, front and center. That's true.
Period.
Yeah, front and center. And shout out to FAMU basketball girls for winning that game. And shout out to all the rest of the basketball teams that's winning their games, playing a tough competition and winning those games. Shout out to Coach K. I know you be watching. You don't be saying a lot, Coach K, but I know you be watching. Shout out to the Norfolk girls, man. Shout out to the Norfolk girls and Jackson State girls. That's one matchup we still want to see looming in effect, but it's just up in the air, but nobody don't know how to put it together. Norfolk girls and Jackson State girls. I don't know why it's not there clicking. Oh, we should play. Oh, we know. Oh, I don't know.
They're gonna make a
Oh,
surprise for you, Brian.
I guess so. It must be from 10, 15 years from now, but
Oh Lord.
yeah, because it ain't happy yet. I mean, like one of the two best basketball women program in HBCU history right now. Somehow, some way, the SWAC and MEAC can't put their heads together and be like, oh, we'll make money. Oh, put them together.
Well, you keep
Uh,
saying this, Ron, and they're gonna listen.
well, God be the glory. I'm
I
gonna pray on
guarantee
it.
it.
I probably need to pray on it. That's why I ain't prayed on it yet. So once I
Yes,
pray on it,
pray on it.
confess with my tongue. And actually, I need two to three people to agree with me. So y'all gotta pray with me too.
Okay.
And the YouTube man gotta pray with me too, because the Lord said, "When two or three, touch and agree, it shall come to pass."
Hallelujah.
Ooh, amen. Hallelujah. If
Woo.
you have faith in a mustard seed, it will. Come on, I was talking about faith. It ain't even gotta be that, but
Rob,
ooh, God, I wish I had some church music in here right now, because boy, Chris is on top preaching right now, boy. He preaching.
Come on,
Shoot.
man.
But
Rob,
heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. But thank y'all for watching. Have a good weekend. Happy SWAC Championship weekend. And we'll definitely see y'all next week. Peace out.